Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your May reading. For those of you who are new here, welcome. May is going to be an interesting month energetically. Uranus is causing a lot of shifts, and 2019 is shaping up to be a very interesting month. Year. It's shaping up to be a very interesting year for people in terms of change. And I think that May is certainly going to be an interesting player. And a piece of that puzzle for people as well. And I'm sorry that I am late with the readings. I was involved with talking to some people about financial matters that were happening globally and how that would affect them. And that was taking up some of my time. So Sagittarius, let's get right into you and May. Some matters coming up with you. You may have taken some advice or maybe thinking about some advice that did not pan out. Some of this is in your head. And some of this has to do with you turning in towards issues that may, forgive me Sagittarius, revolve around your own development and maybe areas that you have not addressed yet. And some of this will dawn on you a bit more towards the end of the month and about maybe having to go inward and change your perspective a little bit around how you handle things. If this has to do with love, you know, you may have been thinking about something going a little bit more long term. This may have been someone that you were very invested in and you put a lot of your time into. If this was a business relationship, the same sort of thing. Maybe you were taking it slow and easy, and now something has dissolved and you may feel very upset about it. A lot of fighting going on, and this was not a situation that you feel that you were the victor in. Again, you are really looking, but you're still looking to put your effort into this situation. You don't feel this situation is at an end, or if it is, you do not want it to be. You either still want someone to come back to you full force, or you still feel that you have the energy to go at them full force. This person or situation is where you feel the best and most beautiful. You may be trying to distract yourself with going out with friends or with presenting offers to this person that may lure them back in, and it's just not working. They really left you in a position that was extremely hurtful. So let's see if we can get a little more insight into this, and then they may have felt as if you were doing some manipulating on your part. Now, whether you were or were not, that may have been how they felt. And this may have changed the way they felt about you. It may have driven them into some soul searching about how they felt about the situation, and led them to kind of close themselves off. Really sort of eyeballing every move you made. And you had no idea this was happening. You were just going about your business, feeling the way you were feeling about this person, thinking everything was great. The Lovers coming up. Typically, in this deck, this is the female energy dominating the male energy. So you may have felt the other person, maybe their energy just was, they were backing off a little bit. It may have felt at some point like a fire and ice situation, but something was changing on their end. Something was dying off about their perspective, and how they were viewing the situation. A card that came up for you was the House. This can talk about worrying, but worry on the homestead. This one will go. So let's talk now about a little bit of advice for you and how to handle this situation. So we have the Moon. The Moon talks about cycles, but also something that's hidden away. And again, I think that's referring to this person and how they were feeling. If someone is feeling manipulated, though, I don't think it's a great idea to rush in there and tell them I wasn't manipulating you, what's on your mind, and try to pry it out of them. So I don't think that's a great idea. The Mountain talks about blockages and things that are really big, but it can also talk about things that are unseen, what lies on the other side of that mountain. So again, I think there are a lot of feelings that this person may not have been discussing. The Cat can talk about, in this instance, a sort of two-faced thing, but I don't necessarily think that this person was being two-faced intentionally. I think they were just grappling with their feelings and maybe not showing you all of their cards. And again, the Mask, and the Mask certainly in this instance, I think, talks about protecting yourself. And I think this person may have been up in their own head and guessing about what your motives were. So Sagittarius, that is what is going on. But I think, again, what the cards over at the end of the reading talked about were changing your perspective. So if you are the type of person who feels like you are right and you are immovable in your views, you may have been turning a blind eye to what was happening, or you may be the type of person who is not the easiest to approach in some situations, and you may want to give that a second look. Everybody can be that way, but you know, this person may have felt that they were not able to approach you. So that may be something that you want to take a look at. Three angel cards for you. Romance, look for a sign, and you're ready. And I think this is you being ready to maybe take a look at some of the things that need a little bit of personal work, and everybody does. And maybe open yourself up a little bit so that you can get those channels of communication open so you can have the best life that you deserve always. And go ahead and kick off the end of May and maybe going into the summer and have the best time. And always feel free to sound off in the comments, leave a like. Whatever you feel you're comfortable with that lets me know that the readings are working for you, or that you are making those steps towards self-improvement. I love to see you guys succeed. It makes me terribly happy. So Sagittarius, always nice to see you. Thank you for sitting with me for a while. Take care.